Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It's February 11th, 2019, the 42nd day of the year. 42. Number very much associated with black history, largely through Jackie Robinson. And CNN's top story is Kamala Harris takes on questions about her blackness. Another top story is Childish Gambino has become the first rapper to win Best Song and Best Album. We're going to cover both of these stories. I'm going to show you how they're related. So today, the 42nd day of the year, and it's Black History Month, and it's been a month of racially divisive headlines. We're going to review some of those stories. Big focus on Virginia, and this year, August 2019, will be the 400-year anniversary of slaves arriving in America at Point Comfort, Virginia. And of course, that's related to a biblical prophecy. If you're new here, I explain how every single day news is contrived by a code of letters and numbers, which comes from Kabbalah, which is Jewish mysticism, and the code of putting numbers into words is known as Gematria. So February is the month that sums to 42, this number associated with Black history. February, Black History Month, February 42. Again, we're on February 11th, the 42nd day of the year. The slang term brothers has Gematria 42. Police officers refer to black males as Bravo Mikes, Bravo Mike 42. The N-word sums to 42. If you look up Major League Baseball history, Jackie, who wore the number 42, actually wasn't the first black baseball player in white Major League. It was Moses Walker, who played in the late 1800s. Moses Walker equals 42, and if you look it up, he played in exactly 42 games, and then he was done at 42. We just saw LeBron James get humiliated by the Pacers, losing by 42 points exactly 42 days after his fake injury, which came the day after he was shamed in the headlines for quoting rap lyrics about Jewish money. Not an accident. Bigger riddle than just the 42 piece. The word slavery also has Gematria 42. So does the name Jackie. So does the name Martin. Kamala Harris just announced she was running for president on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And in the sitcom Martin from the 90s, Martin lives in apartment number 42. In The Fresh Prince, at the end of the show, Will Smith moves into the apartment 204, which isn't 42, but it has the same key digits, 4 and 2. Malcolm X equals 42. Huxtable equals 42. So does Cosby Show. If you're not familiar with the Cosby Show, the family name was Huxtable. And there's even more to this list. The word bus equals 42. Think about black history on the bus. Rosa Parks, born on February 4th, a date that can be written 4/2. She died in Detroit on the 42nd parallel. Rodney King, born April 2nd. Motown Records from Detroit on the 42nd parallel. There's a whole lot more to these riddles. They persist all the time. Just in recent days, all of these stories have been all about 42. Jussie Smollett, beaten on a day with 42 numerology. James Brown, headlines emerged that he might have, been connected to the murder of an ex-wife. That story emerged 42 days after the anniversary of James Brown's death on Christmas. And with regards to 42 and black history and where it comes from the 42 Laws of Ma'at, and it's also seemingly connected to Jesus. And this is a clear point to make through James Brown. James Brown died on Christmas, the day that's celebrated as Jesus' birthday, the Son of God, the point in the calendar year where the sun begins to rise in the sky. The way the New Testament begins, the gospel, the story of Jesus, it begins with the 42 generations to Jesus. 42 generations. New Testament equals 42. Savior equals 42. Sin equals 42. If you never read the New Testament, that's exactly how it begins. It starts with the 42 generations to Jesus. There's two physical descriptions of Jesus in the Bible. He has hair or wool, and he has dark skin. So you tell me, who does that describe? The descriptions are relatively vague, but they say hair or wool and dark skin. Doesn't look like your common picture of white Jesus. Anyway, all of these stories have been 42. Jussie Smollett beaten on a date with 42 numerology. James Brown's story comes out 42 days after his death about how he might have been connected to the murder of his wife. LeBron James, whose name equals 42, 42 days after his fake injury, loses by 42 points in the scripted NBA. Cory Booker, there's been a number of headlines encoding 42. He just announced he was running for president as a black man on the first day of Black History Month, February 1st, 2019. 2 plus 1 plus 20 plus 19, a date with 42 numerology this year. We just saw the shaming of Bill Cosby by the numbers, him supposedly moving to the general prison population. The Virginia governor with the black face to start Black History Month. The Virginia Attorney General dressed up as Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow equals 42. It was exactly 181 days after Curtis Blow's birthday that story emerged. 181 is the 42nd prime number, showing just how well scripted all of this is. The Virginia lieutenant governor, accused of rape at Duke. The name Justin, his name Justin equals 42. And as I showed, that was actually a riddle with the Duke basketball and Virginia basketball teams. And of course, the next day, Duke beat Virginia. If you missed that video, check it out. The news is propaganda. It's synced up with the rigged sports games. You learn the code, you see through all of it. And just in case you missed the recent work, and this is the first video you've ever seen of mine, go back and look at what happened on Jackie Robinson's birthday in 2018. There were 3 dead black celebrities that day. Rajuel Butler from the NBA. Rajuel Butler equals 42. Oscar Gamble from Major League Baseball. Oscar Gamble equals 42. And Oscar Gamble died 42 days after his own birthday on Jackie Robinson's birthday, just like Rajuel Butler. 2 professional athletes dead on Jackie's birthday. And the other story was Don Lemon's sister, LaTanya Lemon, whose name equals 42. Supposedly she drowned in a pond on Jackie Robinson's birthday. All of these people, no doubt, murdered ritualistically. So this story does come Monday, February 11th, 2019. Funny, I just called Kamala Harris's office and sent them a copy of my book to talk about how black people have been shamed all throughout history by the number 42, and asked if they'd enlighten the senator. And here she is on the 42nd day of the year going along with this. Guess the message didn't get through, but no surprise there. Now, also on the 42nd day of the year, this is CNN's one of their other top stories. Childish Gambino makes history, and they love to give these names to rappers. Lil, Baby, Boy. Who wants to be called this? There's even a rapper right now named Lil Baby who was just getting shamed last week by the numbers. I could have added him. Getting called a Bravo Mike, pulled over by the police, speeding around in his orange Corvette, getting arrested in the middle of the street, supposedly. Anyway, Childish Gambino. What's Gambino? Oh, name associated with a crime family. So his name's like Lil Gangster, Baby Gangster. Anyway, from his birthday, September 25th, born in 83, to the day he won the award, which was yesterday at the Grammys, was 139 days. And why does that matter? Because he won for the song and the record, This Is America. This is America. America being the key word. America has Gematria of 139 like Freemasonry. And this is a nation established by Masons. This language of letters and numbers is very much Masonic because it comes from Kabbalah, and Masonry is based in Kabbalah. Just before the American Revolution, the Bavarian Illuminati was established. The Bavarian Illuminati equals 139. Very special number. He received this award February 10th, yesterday, the 41st day of the year. The 41st day of the year. USA equals 41. The song This Is America equals 91. And the relationship with 41 and 91 is through mathematics. 41 is the 13th prime number. Prime numbers are numbers that cannot be divided. 41, the 13th prime. 91 is the 13th triangular number, meaning if you add 1 through 13 together, it equals 91. 91 days is also 13 weeks on our calendar. So there's a relationship to 13. And coming back to America, Freemasonry, the Bavarian Illuminati established May 1st, 1776, just before the American Revolution. The Bavarian Illuminati was established with 13 families on a date that had a connection to 13. And what's interesting about this rapper's full name, Donald McKinley Glover Jr., is it sums to 120 like Illuminati. Now, does that mean he's in the Illuminati? No, but it means that, whoever his parents are might be affiliated. A lot of these people are born into networks where their futures are planned for them, especially as entertainers. The point is, for this to line up so perfectly with this year's Grammys, and this being the year that'll be the 400-year anniversary of slavery in America, this is America, how can it all be so perfect? He's also 35 years old right now. The word rap does equal 35. I should make that point. She's in the alphabetic order. R's 18, A's 1, P's 16. Added up, 35. He's 35 years old. And if you want to have some fun with Gematria, if you use the ciphers, you can see how a lot of these rapper names, they sync up with their actual birth names. For example, the name Glover equals 79 and 83. He was born in 83. Childish Gambino is also 79 and 83. So, it's another headline about the Grammys this year. They have the most nominations this year and reportedly turned down the Grammys. All black men in Black History Month. So we'll leave it there. Be back tonight with the Monday through Friday podcast. Airs live, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern if you're on Patreon. If not, it gets released to the public after. Again, if you want to sign up for the live podcasts, Monday through Friday, it's just $1 a month. Trying to build a network of truth seekers so that we can build up enough revenue to start hiring employees and take this to the next level. Till next time.